Everyone, well today I'm going to show you how to wash cloth nappies. Now what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put all this, I've done some of it already, here just so you can see, but what I do is I put this in like this and I put it inside out. Oops. Now I can't remember if in one of my videos whether I told you that I use these. They're not like waterproof or anything, but they actually do the job. Oh, and also it's cheaper. I got it from Pound Shop, so you can tell how cheap it is. And it is a laundry bag if you think about it. And then I just close that. Close that. And then what I do is I put it on a spin and drain. Put it on a spin and drain. And I press start. And I'll come back to you once I'm going to do the next stage. Okay, now that's done. Now the reason why I did a spin and drain first is because I like to try and get all the moisture out of this. That's the first thing I like to do, so it doesn't like have too much water in the machine and all that. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on a rinse. And so it's on a rinse now. And I usually do this about 3-4 times. Now the reason why I do that is because if you think about it, it's got nothing in there. It hasn't got anything in here at the moment. But the reason why I do it 3 or 4 times is you can do this yourself. If you run the machine, okay, it still has the soap in it. So technically and so technically what I'm doing is I'm actually cleaning it even more. So that's what I do. So I'm going to do about 3 or 4 spin and drains. Rinses. And then I'll come back to you. Oh yeah, you can also, and if you don't believe me, you can also run your machine without anything in it and you'll see what I mean as well. So it's got proof. Okay, so I'm going to press start and I'll come back when I'm going to do the next stage. Okay, now this has had 4 rinses now. You want it focused? Yeah. Okay, so it's had 4 rinses now, and I'm going to put it on a spin and drain again to drain all the moisture. And again, the reason why I do it, okay, is so there's not too much water in the machine. And I'm going to start that, and then I'll come back when it's the next stage. Okay, so now that's done the spin and drain, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it up to 40. Now, a lot of people, if you find on YouTube or wherever, they always say they do it on 60 to get the extra stuff out. But the thing is that can actually damage the waterproof layer. So I wouldn't recommend it. And it also does say on the manufacturer stuff as well. So it's always good to do it at 40. Always follow the manufacturer's instructions and do it at 40. Now, also, if you do think, oh, but we want to get to extra clean, but actually, if you did do about, if you do about 3 or 4 rinses, okay, then technically, it will be mostly clean anyway. When you do it, so you don't need to worry about it. So don't need to worry about putting it on 60 when you've already done the more rinses and that. So you've given it an extra clean anyway. Okay, so now I've got this, and what I'm going to do is I'm sure you've seen some people put to hold like a normal amount in that, but with me I do a bit less because it's because sometimes it could make the nappies a bit soapy. Or that's what I find anyway. Okay, but what I use is I use Persil Non-Buy, and I use the powder form because I find that it's actually been proven that the liquid, okay, can actually stop the absorbency of the nappy, and it just puts a layer down. So I would use this. Well, this is what I recommend. You don't have to, but this actually does help the absorbency very much. so I will definitely recommend Persil for nappies. Now what I do is I put about 8 in each of these, so 4 in here and 4 in here. I never put don't ever put anything else in, just this for these. So I'm just going to put 4 in. So that's 1, 2, 2. What's that doing on the floor? 3. I'll just quickly pick this up. It's probably fallen down or something, as sometimes they do. It's 3. 3. 4 and 4. Okay, now because I'm doing this at night, I like doing this at night time, because then I can leave it overnight and sort them out in the morning, and know that most of them will be dry by the next day. Depends on the nappy really. So now that's Eric changing that around. Usually I let him push the buttons, but he's in bed now. So at 40, and I'm just going to press start, and tomorrow morning I'll come back and I'll show you what I do next. So have a pleasant night. Hey everyone, that's been overnight, and I'm now going to do the next stage. Not yet, Eric. Okay, so as it was on 40, we're now going to put it on a rinse. Okay, and I can't remember if I told you before, just don't put anything in the machine when you're doing a rinse. And that should be good. No, Eric. Okay, so, and I do this about 3-4 times. Don't I, Eric? As well. Gives it that extra wash. Okay, and now, Eric, are you going to press start for me? Oh, you clever boy. Okay, I'll come back when I'm going to do the next stage. Okay, so now we've done about 4 washes, or sorry, rinses, should I say. What we're going to do is we're going to now put it on a spin and drain. And I do this a few times as well. Also, and I'm going to get Eric to press start. Now, and there we go. Now, the reason why I do a few spin and drains, okay, is so it will dry faster as well. Okay, so we'll see you in a bit. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the nappies. Now with these ones I always put here. Now if I had the Tot Spots bamboo in the wash, I would put that on this side because it's close to the sun. But today I had my driving lesson and I had to do that, so I didn't have enough time to do the whole video. Now this is what I do with these. I always put these up here first, and that probably cover about the whole lot, or sometimes down there. Okay, then what I do with these ones, okay, is I put these here. I'm doing this very briefly. Oh, sorry, not there, sorry. Here. So I always leave a gap in between, so I can put like the inserts here as well, so it makes it easier. And then I will do these ones, these type ones. I always have an order. Okay, this isn't obviously what it's going to look like, but I'm just showing you. And then with these, I always do the pop-in ones last, and I would put that there. And all my training pants, I would put on the radiator, so they can dry quicker, because they'll take longer to dry, or maybe quicker, but also it wouldn't fit on here anyway. So that's what I'll do. So I'll come back when I've completed all this. Okay, as you can see, I've got it all in the order, the white stuff here. Oh yeah, I forgot that I got these nappies here, so these are new ones, and I'm going to put these next to this one. Okay, so basically, with this, I've only got one of this in the wash, so I was actually surprised about that. But saying that, he's wearing all his already, so he is going to wear them all anyway. So this is in the wash, and these are the new nappies I've got. You tie them up with a string. And and back there's the next wash load to go in now. So and these are new nappies. I forgot about these two new nappies, but I will do a review on these as well. And as you can see, in between the gaps, I have put my inserts, and underneath inserts, and that is that, and that's how you wash them. And now I'm just going to let that dry overnight still. Oh, it's been a long day, and I had a driving lesson and a lot of other stuff to do, so I forgot about these. So all here now, and I hope this helps you know how to clean cloth nappies. Now to put the next load in. Okay, see you later.